What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another umamusume video. Happy New Year's. Hope y'all had a good New Year's. And if you're still celebrating, hope you're still having fun. And all in all, hope y'all were safe, still safe, and all had a good time. But yeah, keep it nice and simple. Happy New Year's once again. We are here to be training Kita for the CM later this month. It is long distance, so bringing the Anime Collab Kita. And for the setup, we are just going to keep it the same, obviously, because we're gonna need one of every kind, at least from my understanding. With long distance, it's always been like this. So speed element eye to mama power Taishin wise. I wish I had another wise card to use, but I don't really do. Unless I want a no limit break one. But stay gold guts, super creek stamina, and Hoshina friend card. I don't know why it was blanked out for a sec. Like, what card is this again? But oh, I already started it. But we're gonna get the run started now. But before we get into the run and into the comments and chat a bit, if you guys haven't joined a Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Quest channel on the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let's get started with the run. Once again, Happy New Year's. Hope y'all are having a good New Year's Day so far, or had a good celebration and y'all are just chilling. Hope all is going well. As for myself, y'all probably saw that I did post Zenless. It was about 7 hours, like I said. Although I don't know if it could have been 6 hours and a half, because unless they're killing things way sooner than I am, then in the game, the ethereals, before YouTube's like, what do you mean? Yeah, unless they're defeating them fast enough, faster than I am, way faster than. Because I didn't think I had a hard time with the. I didn't feel like I had a hard time against the new boss, so I don't know. I don't know, but it was a good chapter, I'd say. It was definitely a good chapter. But now that that's done and Genshin is getting closer to the next patch, I need to actually do Genshin story, which I believe is 2x. So it's about like 6 hours. So you can probably guess what I'm gonna do after I upload today's videos. Genshin, back-to-back story days. We'll see if I do the whole thing. Maybe I'll do one. See how I feel, then maybe do the second one. If I'm not really feeling it, then I'll probably just do one and call it. And then just do the next one tomorrow or sometime later today. But I still need to do the shield defense. I am what, like 2-3 days behind. I usually post it on the day of, but that one had like the banner, and then I tried to squeeze the story, which I wasn't able to on the same day, so I did it the next day. So today will be the shield defense, so I'll record that while Pretty Derby, both of them, because I had to do global as well, are uploading. And then after that, I'll just go, I guess, straight to Genshin and do that story. The whole thing if I can, but I won't force myself if I don't feel like it. I still got until Tuesday, so it's fine, but I do want to try and get it done sooner because there's still events that I need to do, but the story comes first because I believe I need to do the story first to do like one of the events. I think. I'm not too sure. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Am I gonna unlock the dates? That would be nice. No, we're not. I guess I'll just rest, which is fine as well. As for myself and New Year's, pretty chill through and through so far. Since it turned to New Year's, I did want to record before, but because I had to do the story for Zenless and then edit it, which honestly didn't take too long to edit, and I managed to fit everything in one video, which is great because when I tried to do Dead Space in one video, yeah, that didn't work on my old computer. So new PC's doing what it's supposed to do. And I could do long videos, and the longest part was just uploading it. I most likely could have gotten it up by like 1 the latest, but uploading took like close to 3 hours, which is, I guess, not bad for it being in close to 7-hour video. So it is what it is. So what it is, but it was a good story. It was a good story. Pretty much, I don't know. I don't want to go into detail, so I'm just gonna stop there. Let's see. We can do that. Is there anything else? No? Oh, as I didn't really talk about my New Year's, right? So it was pretty chill. You know how I mentioned that I usually have like some kind of New Year's Eve or New Year's dinner to eat with my parents, usually family. That didn't happen. Instead of dinner, it became brunch. I would say brunch, but it was more like breakfast. My mom told me that we were just gonna do breakfast instead. So she told me to just come early. So I did. Which actually kind of worked out because after I just went back and worked on Zenless story. So it kind of worked out. And my mom and dad went out to go somewhere instead to celebrate New Year's. I don't know how long they're gonna be gone, but hey, good for them. If they wanted to go out, good for them. Pretty much just spent New Year's chilling with my brother. That's it. That's it. Chilling with my brother. I'll say chilling with New Year's. Chilling with my brother and just playing games. Just playing games. And then now I'm here. Yeah, I could have recorded, but you know what? Spent some time with my brother instead. Because I still have time to record right now anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. There's still time prior to me recording or posting the video or uploading the video normally. So all is good there. Although I think Deadly Assault also updates tomorrow, so it's still interesting to me. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they are planning to add another end game is my assumption still. Because they didn't have to mess up the schedule or redo the Shield defense schedule. They could have just put in the new one at the schedule. They put Shield defense is now, I guess, maybe, but it is what it is. The only thing I know about the new Shield defense is It is harder. How much harder? I don't know what changes they've done. So we shall figure that out in later today. Maybe I'll actually do a face cam there, maybe, and maybe talk, because it's a new shoe defense. But if I don't, well, I guess it doesn't matter, because that's usually how I've been posting shoe defense. But other than that, I guess we can start going over the comments. Starting off with Nova's comments, with the first one saying, "Oh yeah, there's a new guild system in Zenless. Maybe I'll just find a random one." Up to you. I didn't even know there was one, so... Is there really any... I don't know, is there really any benefit to the guild system? I wouldn't think so, just... I don't know. I could make one just for fun. But nothing's really gonna happen, it's just endless. And then got New Year's days off, so I'm gonna probably chug the story tonight, hoping it's properly voiced this time. It is. It is. Because there's no drama going on. Well, at least with the voice actors so far. Since... yeah, pretty much about a year ago, when things were settled down but weren't completely, like... they still had to... like, it was like at the end when things were kind of fixed up. Oops, I should do a race. But things weren't, some voice actors didn't record or whatever like that for whatever reason they came down to, whether they were recasted or they were most likely just recasted, so that's why they didn't have a voice last year for some of the characters. At least the main characters for the last year's they were all there. Like the main characters of that chapter. Like there was like some members of the other factions, which is fine. From off the top of my head, like Kaleda Arena. Lycon was one of them that was missing voices and all of that. And all of them were pretty much just recasted, from my understanding. Right? Some were even recasted way before way before that. I think it was like Lucy and Rena? Or someone else, I'm not sure. But yeah, it is properly voiced this time. At least all the Hoyo games have been so far. So no issues yet. I find that you can change music on the bike interesting, but I prefer my playlist. They don't have my 100 Girlfriends opiate endings. Oof. I don't normally listen to music when I play WUA or thing. I just normally have YouTube or some other kind of videos playing. Well, because I could be watching anime, which I actually have been. I did watch the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4, not this past weekend. Was it this past weekend or was it last weekend? I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember watching that and I think 2 or 3 others. So I've been slowly watching anime and it's been perfectly fine so far. So yeah, I usually have some kind of video playing while I just play the games, explore and all that. So not listening to music. Finale of the season, I think we're still gonna get the Angels of Delusions next patch, so that might be a filler. I mean, they said the same thing last year in 2.4. It was the finale of like the main story issues and all that, but they still connected stuff with the main story later on, like Vivian, the whole Vivian thing right after the mayor getting more, or we were able to talk to the mayor, get connected with him, and then he connected us with Yishwin, which obviously connected us to the main place we stayed in season 2. So necessarily I wouldn't want to call it filler, just like Woo when you said it was filler, but it was like the connecting point from wherever we are into the next, to Lahairoi in the 3.0. So it could just be like that. I mean, we did get some side stuff, like we got Anby's story trigger also. That one I would say was more side stuff in a way, but it still had some involvement with, you know, the Exaltus and all that. It's not like it really veered off from the main thing. It was just like there was nothing big happening. Plus, there's Anby and triggers were more like it happened some time ago, I think, from what it seemed like. Like it happened in between. So I don't know what they're gonna do this time around, but other than that, yeah, they didn't really go off from the main story or anything like that too much, if anything. Filler would be like the New Year's event story, like the event stories, pretty much. The New Year's one. I don't know what else. Oh, the summer one with the fantasy resort. I would say that's kind of filler also, because it felt more like a character story / side story because it was summer and all that. Didn't really connect to the main story or have some connection in a way. There's just more like, yeah, let's have fun in the summer, take over this fantasy resort type of deal and figure out the problems and manage it and all that. So if anything, it could just be the same process all over again. Find a way to connect us to the next, to 3.0 in some way. And then maybe some kind of side story stuff. Or not really yeah, like maybe some side story stuff. Maybe something about other characters, just like they did with Anby and Trigger. You never know. Yeah, finale of the season, because it's the main issue of the main story. Just like with Miyabi's, but I was like at 2.4 and they didn't update it till like 2 more patches later, because we still had Hugo and Vivian and Anby and Trigger. I don't know if we had one more after that. So yeah, we probably still have 2 more patches. We probably still have 2 more patches at most, I would say, at most, not least. 1 at least for sure, because like you said, we still need the Angels of Delusions. So maybe just like last year, the Angels of Delusion will be the one that connect us to 3.0. And then if there's one more after that, it's kind of like maybe something that's happened in the middle. Maybe something happened while they were just chilling. I don't know. Something may happen. That would be filler for sure, unless it connects to like the creator or something. Something with the Exalters and whatnot. Then I would still probably consider it somewhat relevant to the main story. What I wish for the new year is increasing my laptop storage. Maybe 1 terabyte addition space for my gachas. You could do that. Although I've never worked on laptops, so I'm pretty sure you can upgrade your memory. Fairly certain. But that's all on you, because I don't have any laptop upgrading parts experience, or just any experience with laptop parts, even though it's similar, but I just never, excuse me, messed around with it. Easy views on YouTube would just be either leak videos or drama videos, though you lose a lot of dignity with that kind of content. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, anything really that will, like a quick, some kind of like what you said, leak videos or dramas, any kind of things like that would definitely boost views, but I think you would have to be some kind of person to go through all that. Or you're just not, or you just, I don't know. I don't know what word to go say or not, really. I don't know if Chisa needed to be involved in the final fight. I mean, she's just standing around as clueless as the other students. Then again, Rover never encountered her directly during the final story sequence, so I guess it's inconsequential if she's not involved. I wouldn't want to force her to be involved in something that would make the story seem less serious. I don't know how her helping out would make the story seem less serious, because there's more people helping with the fight. Maybe that's why. I mean, it's like, if she's there, if we know she's there, why did they completely phase her out? It's more like, it's, for me at least, it would have made more sense for her to be more involved, or at least been involved more than she was, which was basically she wasn't. Because after the optional choice to talk to her before you went to the infirmary, she literally disappeared. All she did was like, oh yeah, you disappeared for a few days, I met up with my family and all that, and now she's just back in school. Granted, we didn't see her anywhere else, so she could have been anywhere in the school. But it's like, even after the fight, she could have still popped up out of nowhere. Although that could happen. That could happen in phase 2. So, but it's like, she still could have appeared at some parts, knowing that, especially at least maybe for a bit towards the end. Because she, obviously, everyone knew Rover was involved. So like, even just like a checkup could have been something, but that could happen next phase. That could have happened next phase. But then again, yeah, Rover didn't even think about looking for Chisa at all. But I still feel like Chisa may have some kind of involvement in the story, although maybe not a big role. But I feel like she may have a big role, because this was literally where she was before she was gone for like 20 years. It's IRL, right? Instead of the couple of months when she was in the Sonoro sphere. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she should be more involved in the story, because we literally came back to the place where she came from. Wouldn't it make sense for her to be somewhat involved? At least that's what I feel. That's what I feel. But then again, I didn't have a problem with the story regardless. It's just like, what ifs. Would it have been better if Chisa got involved? I wouldn't know, because I saw what I saw and I still enjoyed it. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Chisa definitely should have been part of it. If Kuro decided to just completely phase her out in this part, then so be it. Then so be it. She did just have her arc, so I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. It wouldn't be the first time that character just like disappeared for a while, only appeared for a bit right after their phase or whatever. Because after Carlota in 2.0, she only appeared here and there. If she didn't appear, it was more like she appeared through a message or whatever. Because we were just running around in Septimont and all that. But that kind of makes sense because she is also busy herself with the Montellis, so. It is what it is. Yeah, I guess we never really go ham with the juices since we're content with training once a day before. Auto was a thing. Before auto was a thing, yeah. I mean, even before, I was doing, what, 5 trainings a day manually? When I can, 3 to 5, I would say. It still didn't feel like I was using too much of the juices either, so that's probably why I'm at 700 and you're in the thousands. I most likely would be in the thousands if I didn't use it in the past, so there you go. There you go. 44, 47, this one. In my mind, if I say Group B finals, then it's more like a way to assure myself that I can't fail a CM. I don't know. With how you are, I don't see how you're not going to make it a Group B finals. So it's kind of like, to others, it might seem like you're just downplaying yourself just for the heck of it. Even with our knowledge of you being able to make Group A easier than most of us, aka me. I really have a hard time going to Group A sometimes. Like last time, I had a chance. I did get 2 wins, but I did get beat out in like the last race or two to get that 3rd win. It is what it is. But I know I can make it a Group A, it's just not as consistent. Let's say as you are. But there's a difference in our accounts, so it makes sense for you to be able to be more consistent. I could be more consistent if I figure things out, but I have a good run here and there, and I'm just like, well, what did I do different, you know? But what did I do different? That's pretty much it. Group A has a higher bar for sure. It's not only the cards, but I do read into some JP guides and videos. I have to pair the right parent inheritance, look up which white factors is optimal, and think about the team's formation. There are more things I need to do to get to Group A. The casual part, of course, is that I don't need to sweat over 15 manual runs per day like the others. Well, I mean, you don't have to. From what I see, it's just like, this is probably the main thing they're playing if they play multiple games. If not, it's probably the only game they're playing, or gacha game they're playing. So definitely they'd spend 15 manual runs rather than 5. Rather than 5, that's for sure. NTR did appear in that one anime called Girlfriend Girlfriend. If you remember that one scene, Shushu. I do remember the anime. Do I remember the scene? That was like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Shoot, do I remember? I feel like 3 years ago. I don't know if I remember. Yeah, I don't know if I remember. Sorry, Nova. Since it's the end of the year, it's time to reflect on the RIP gotchas. Well, about a year ago, there was Atelier, so there's that. I think Ethereal Restart really is the one on the list. If you want to count DNA, then yeah, it was a one-day adventure. Hoping that next year would give us decent gotchas that I wouldn't want to quit in 2 weeks. I think the worst one for me, even though it didn't really affect me too much, was the Atelier one. I did enjoy the story and the characters, but that was pretty much it. It was just hard to keep up with what they wanted for the most part until they finally gave help to the free-to-play players by making story difficulty. You can lower it but still move on with the story and all that. Because even at some parts of the story, I did feel like I was for some odd reason just not being able to beat it. And then once they finally updated that thing, then I was just like, okay, now I can move on the story. But next thing you know, EOS came out. And then all these banners right before EOS also. And I was like, this is not good. Why are all like the good stuff happening now? And well, it's because they just want to get everything out before EOS as much as they can. Stupid. Ethereal Restart, yeah, that was a silent drop. It just happened. I can't really count DNA because I never tried it. So there's that. I will say I still haven't been spending as much time as I should with CZN, but it's still there. It's kind of like in the reverse treatment, but a little worse. But a little worse. So it is what it is, I guess. Other than that, I think that's it for all the comments from Nova. Yeah, it is. So there is another comment. There's a new comment that popped up. That wasn't from Nova though. So thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is from Derpy Noob. And it says, man, this is like the one downside to watching JP content. I get sad whenever I see Orphev and Gentle Donna ran because it reminds me that I gotta wait 3 years for my top 3 to be obtainable. Also, in case I'm late, Happy New Year's, everybody. No, you're good. You on time. It is New Year's Day, like literally. Literally, it is. Granted, it's gonna be later in the morning when this video comes out, but you're not late. You're good. You're good. Nova responded, says the global life. I'm just waiting for Christmas Aguri on global and then it's AFK until Anime Aguri. Rick says, this was me before joining Discord and teaching me how to play umaJP on PC. I think tomorrow we will have a rerun banner for both Gentle Donna and Orphev. Yeah, we did. Nova says, it's your time, Rick. Does this get that D? Derpy Noob responded to Rick saying, the reruns are nice for both, but there's no point in me pulling them if I barely have any support cards to use on them, unfortunately. There is that. Or you can try and pull them and then get support cards after. Because you're more likely to get the support cards later than Gentle Donna and Orphev later. If I'm gonna be honest. Like, your best chances down the line would most likely be like in a big event banner, like the anniversaries, Golden Week maybe. I think that's it. Maybe some kind of other collab banner or whatever. Because it seems like that's when they only get their reruns unless they get an actual. Or no, that's the only. It seems like the only time they're in the general pool. At least that's what it seems like. I could be wrong. Is that, and unless they get another rerun, but since they have one now, you're probably not looking at it for maybe another year or so. So I'd say if you care about your JP account and you do want to pull for them, maybe try to pull for them and then worry about the support cards after, because there is the anniversary coming up, but there's also that. I don't know how many carat jewels you have, but yeah, the anniversary is there, so that's also something to consider if you think. But I believe you said you're a global player, so I don't know if you care too much. Yeah, you're probably gonna wait about 3 years, because even though there's an acceleration, it's only really accelerated by 4 months. From what it seems like. Can it go any faster? I don't think it could go any faster. Any faster and the game's gonna die in global. So yeah. You're probably just looking at like 4 months earlier for both, unfortunately. For those waiting. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. Felt like I needed to get a drink. Derpy Noob responded to Nova and says, I feel you, bro. I'll get about 3K for my club, so I'll have 23K saved up for a Guri after I get my rewards, hopefully. I can get her without having to burn too many carrots. If I get Biwa, that's really just an added bonus, I'll be honest. We're talking about global here. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Cap. I'm just waiting for Cap and global. Then Nova says, good luck, man. Yes, good luck as well. I should be fine with the Cap banner only because I have 30K, so we'll just see how far it takes to get her, I guess. And then from there, just hold off until the Annie, I guess. But thank you, Derpy New, for the comment, and Rick and Noah for replying. Appreciate it as always. And the last comment is going to be from Tanoki. Juices are just so abundant. I have a good run of auto training runs, usually when I'm in office all day, and managed to get my juices down by 20. The next day, an event rolls around, and I got more juices than before I spent the 20. Yeah. Which is why... I mean, or I realized that I never really had a problem with the juices, but... I mean... Which is why... Whenever I fat finger the refill with the juices button and it goes over, I'm like, whatever. So yeah. So yeah, if you ever see my stamina again above 100, that I probably just didn't care. But other than that, that is pretty much it for all the comments. So thank you to Noki, Nova, and Derpy Noob for the comments, and Rick for also joining in the responses. Oh damn, I just realized I still have 2 dates. Oh damn, I just realized that. Also today in global, later today, I think 3 3 p.m. is the CM. So I won't be posting it today. Obviously, day 1 will be posted tomorrow. And then I'm just saying the plan here just in case. And then day 2 starts tomorrow afternoon. That means round 2 starts Saturday afternoon. So Monday's video, because I should release a day 2. I should release a round 2 video. Day 2, round 2 is on Sunday afternoon. Then I'll record that and then post that on Monday. Tuesday will most likely end up being a training video for the next CM. If it is a CM, I don't know if they're doing League of Heroes yet. And Wednesday will be, that is basically going to be a global JP week next week. A more even on JP Global because of the CM. But it's fine, they're short. They're not that long videos anyway. It's just a CM. It's just a CM. But yeah, pretty much next week we should be getting global videos from Monday to Thursday, from what it seems like. So I think, yeah, I'll be pushing one more training video for the CM prep for global. Then I'll continue tomorrow with the CM. As for JP, well, it's just the usual. Just the usual, doing the CM prep until until the end. I think I should just do the rest. Yeah, I should just rest. No. No? It gives me 2. Yeah, I'm gonna rest. Screw it. Oh no, I shouldn't rest. We should use this, train, and then we should rest. But we're already gonna get 1 or 2 more tickets. Yeah, I hate this. So but we should be getting the Christmas banner Monday or Sunday for global. Oh, it doesn't look like there's much happening in... Oh, that's just banners. What about the events? Sagittarius Cup, January 19th. What is that again? Long distance? So we'll be training long distance again. And then more stuff. Tamamo gets released. Also, the New Year's banner late January with New Year's Haru and TM Opera. And Fine Motion after the Christmas banner. Or in the middle of the Christmas banner. But it doesn't look like there's a second. Oh, probably because, yeah, because we're gonna be in the middle of the CM, the first part of January. So I guess that makes sense. Just gonna pull for cap and that's it, pretty much. What if I do this, right, and then just do force to rest either way? I'll still get 2. Well, at least I get to finish the dates. Oh well. How are my stats? That usually kind of helps me dictate. You know what? Screw the date. We're just gonna do this. I'm just gonna try and push the stats. I don't know. That's my bad. That's whatever. All right, let's go finish up the run. And I mean, let's see if we can make it. I think by the end of the scenario, let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can even touch UA by the end of the scenario. Yeah? It's basically gonna be like a Great Food Festival again, where the second half of the scenario, I'm just trying to see if I can at least touch the next rank of like UA rank for me before the end of the scenario. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens, I guess. But into the Ura finals, right? Right? There we go. I was gonna say right. I would prefer just speed, but looking at power and guts, they don't look high enough, so speed's still the priority. Regardless, I do still have my long distance Umas from the last time we did long distance. So I might give them a shot. Not gonna lie. I might give them a shot because they're into higher UBs, but you know, I'll see. I'll see how they do for fun. But I don't have to worry about that till later this month. But that's definitely an option. That is definitely an option at this point. Just letting you know, by now the sun should be out, but it is raining. So if you, yeah, you guys won't be able to see my window. But I do see the window on OBS, and it's just cloudy because it's raining. Oh no! Okay, good. Every time I misclick something, I feel like I totally screwed over the turn. That honestly, I could do wise just to ensure that it makes it to 1200. But I kind of want to just keep focusing on speed and or power. Just to increase it. Probably more. I almost bit my tongue. Yeah, I'm going to do speed only because I'll at least be able to push it at 1900 if I get a decent enough one next turn. If not, then probably won't be able to make it at 1900. I don't know. We'll see. We got one turn left. One of these. Forget the last date. We are just gonna... I think I'm better off just working with stamina. I don't think it'll... Yeah, whatever. Maybe I should have done wise, but... I think the only way I can make this work decently would be, or best for me would just have better RNG, because I feel like I can get higher power and guts. I think this could be for how I am for this scenario. which would be the first time I've actually backtracked in a scenario, like took a step back in a scenario. Because compared to GFF, I actually went back and took a step forward. Not went back, I actually took a step forward. So I have the rest of the scenario to see if I can take that step forward rather than taking a step back. But it's all good. It's all good. Doesn't really necessarily bother me. I'm still enjoying it as is. Part of it is just figuring it out, you know. Figuring it out or getting someone's outlook or see what they can say, what you can do. I don't know. Essentially, I'm just playing the game. Essentially. Tomorrow will be Cap. Anime Collab, obviously, but yeah, tomorrow will be training Cap once again. But this time for long distance. So we'll see how that goes. Is there any other things I can pick up on? Long distance? Escape? No? I guess I'll just pick up on some of the other things, I guess. Like, I guess that's... And I'll just end it off with some... I guess one or two more skills. 64. I don't think there's any 64s. Yeah, don't look like it. It don't look like it. Alright. That's where we ended. That's where we ended. We did get an S in long distance. Yeah, the last time I did a long distance was with the runner wall, which actually did pretty good, I think. Feels like it. So maybe I'll just bring them. Who knows? Who knows? It's a whole runner wall. And let's just do it one more time, because why not? Just to see if we can... Nope, we'll take that second one. Or I'll take that second. Right, there goes. Maybe I'll be able to use it, having escape, but it's only 1 star, which kind of... But ended off with 1854 speed. Looks like we only got plus 34, 30 after that. 1376 stamina, 1445 power, 1397 guts, and 1155 wise. Definitely if I did that one training instead, wise would have made it, instead of speed, wise would have made it 1200. Guts and power, well, if they had more trainings. I'm thinking if I should just do 2 power cards in a way. I think I might try that off camera just to see if it'll work. If I can at least reach 1200 or something like that, but we'll see. We'll see, I'm not too sure yet. Because then if I do that, I won't be able to use Arc Maestro, because that's why I have Super Creek. Unless I have a power card that gives a recovery. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at my cards, I guess. But also I need to still look into my Uma's things, because I need to make space. I still haven't done that. I've been saying it this whole time. I still haven't done it. Keep forgetting. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys did for New Year's. Obviously, if you guys are watching this, you're in the middle of New Year's, but let me know what you've done last night, I guess, when it turned New Year's, or if you have or had any plans for today. Let me know how that went, or if you have a whole like long weekend thing for New Year's. I don't know. That could be a thing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the way to Sunday, maybe. I don't know. But if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join a circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Quest channel on the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. Happy New Year's. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.